And thank you for joining us at Plumbing 101 with Aqua Plumbing. I'm turn my sound up here a little bit so I can hear myself think. You ever notice that?
I have to turn mine down.
I have to turn mine up. I like to hear my voice. La 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 la.
We know.
Again, this is Plumbing 101 with Aqua Plumbing. Thank you for tuning in. This is show 9. Show number 9. We get to 10 or 11, I'm going to have a little struggle. 10's not a problem, but have to take my shoes off for 11. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. What are you going to get when you get in the 20s?
21's going to be an easy one. After that, I'm all out of digits. Did you get that?
No.
Our listeners can call us at any time they'd like at 702-483-4444. We would love to hear from our listeners. Get us some questions going. We'll gladly answer them. Try to keep those to the plumbing related atmosphere that we're finna gonna provide. How's that sound?
Yeah, why don't you keep it to the plumbing atmosphere?
All right, 702-483-4444. Call us anytime. My name is Artie White, and I have my sexy wife here, Becky White. She's co-hosting the show.
Hi.
Hi. So, we own Aqua Plumbing.
Yes, we do.
Here in Las Vegas.
Yes, we do.
Nevada. Did you know there's like 10 Las Vegases?
Did you know there's like 20 Aqua Plumbings around the nation?
Did you see? I pulled aquaplumbinglv.net up on the computer, and there's a huge Aqua Plumbing in Sarasota, Florida. Hopefully, maybe they're listening.
Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe we should call them, tell them to listen.
They're gigantic. We should do that. You should, next commercial break, you should go ahead and give them a call.
Okay, I'll do that.
All you got to do is Google Aqua Plumbing Whammo. They're the first ones that come up.
I'm sure.
We're about 8 down. I don't care because it's all Aqua Plumbings.
Right.
And if you call the Aqua Plumbing in Sarasota and you need a plumbing problem repaired in Las Vegas,
I don't think they're going to be able to help you.
that's a long freaking haul, Jack.
That's a long service call.
You buy a new truck, come out here, make an adjustment, and drive back, and the truck's wore out.
I'll go do a service call in Florida.
No, they're coming here. Keep up.
I know, but I'm just saying if it happens the other way around, I will gladly go to Florida and do a service call.
You know, one of our goofy sons wants to start a plumbing company in Hawaii.
I know.
We talked about that.
When we retire, we can go run it for
I can
him.
go watch him run it.
Yeah, that too.
He wants everybody to have flip-flops, board shorts, and a surfboard on top of the van. I can imagine how much we're going to get done. That's probably not going to happen. So what's on the subject for today?
Piping.
Plumbing
piping
piping
in your house.
in your house and building.
How interesting.
It's very interesting. It's interesting if you're passionate about what you do.
That's very true.
There are several plumbing pipings out there.
There are.
And we're going to talk about the nasty one.
Kitec.
Uh-huh. That's Kitec. That's like Halloween every month.
Halloween is your favorite holiday.
Yeah, but that Kitec is some spooky shit. Huh?
But
We go into a house where, well, it was never installed in buildings, in commercial buildings, but you go into a house with Kitec plumbing in it, and it is Halloween right now.
yes.
So, for those of you listening in the United States, specifically Las Vegas, Nevada, did you ever notice that someone that's not from Nevada, they say it Nevada?
Yes.
That's how you can always tell.
That they're not from here?
Right.
Yes.
And that I immediately know they're a foreigner. Yeah. Nevada. That drives me crazy. I just want to hit them in the shin. What does our daughter say? I'll punch you in the neck. Where the hell did she get that?
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever heard her say that.
Really? You're really that disconnected? You don't tune into when her daughter's talking?
Which daughter?
Alexis.
I don't know.
You don't listen to either of them.
I don't listen to either of them.
So anyway, this Kitec piping is really, really some bad mojo. It is now illegal.
Yes, it is.
If we have to go into a home and repair a nail hole, say Cousin Jack comes over and says, I would think a picture of me would look good right there in the living room, and he punches the wall with a nail and pierces the Kitec, guess what that means?
A full repipe in the
full
house.
repipe. Kitech is metric in size. It's the only piping that is metric. Nobody else's fittings fit it. And there's an ordinance out there that says you may not repair Kitech piping. You must repipe the house.
For a while, we were able to repair it.
Yeah. And then when Kitech lost their hiney in the lawsuits, plural, they took their ball and went home to Canada, and they will not sell parts to the United States now.
We don't want their parts.
Some people want their, you punch a hole in a 1-inch piece of pipe in a garage wall because Uncle Jack came over to hang that picture. You'd give your left leg for a 1-inch coupling right about then.
That's very true, but legally.
Instead, you have to repipe that house. So you went from having a merry old time with Uncle Jack coming in from Timbuktu, one nail, and you're $9,000 in the repair. That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
So what was happening is when Kitech was getting sued, the homeowners were collecting the checks instead of repairing their houses or replacing the pipe, which is the whole reason they were into their lawsuit. Mm-hmm. And they were just buying things and saying this won't happen to me kind of thing, and then they were moving. New people were moving in, and it was discovered later that they had Kitech piping. Now the new homeowner, the house has already been supposedly repaired because it's the lawsuit, it's done, and now they've got to come up with out of pocket.
Yes.
The other problem is, it's my understanding that lending institutions now will not lend on a house with Kitech. So it's one of the things that are looked at when a home is being purchased, whether or not it has or has not got Kitech piping in it. And if it does, the lender won't lend on the house.
Right.
Because without a plumbing system, guess what? It's inhabitable.
Say that 5 times.
Is that a verb? Inhabitable. Inhabitable. I think that's an adverb.
Unhabitable.
Unhabitable. It's like in the code book, it says insanitary. It's really funny. You look up the word insanitary in the plumbing code book under definitions. Mm-hmm. The definition's unsanitary.
Who writes these code books?
I don't know, but I was going over it with my students the other day, and I said, look at that. That's one you can remember. You can write that 50 times. You won't even be tired. Unsanitary. True story.
Interesting.
So if a house is unsanitary, or it doesn't have sanitary conditions, it is condemned. It's condemnable. And a lender won't lend on the house.
Right.
You can't just bring a garden hose in the front door and say, let's go take a shower. That'd be cold.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
We require hot water.
Hot water.
And a drainage system.
So for any of you out there that are looking to buy a house, condo, a townhouse, anything like that, be sure it does not have Kitech. Here's the other problem. Back in the day when the town was booming like crazy, 2, 3, 4, 5, we couldn't get enough help, and we are required by code to put a sticker inside of the electrical panel notifying the electrician that they cannot ground to our plumbing system. Because back in the day, it used to be galvanized in copper, and the electrician would ground to our plumbing system, and the electricity then would be safe in the house. When you put plastic pipe in the house, there's no ground. So with that said, Kitech stickers were being put in these electrical panels because it's a non-metallic system.
Right.
When Kitech was not actually in the house.
Right. So that's not a telltale sign that you have Kitech.
So I want to caution everybody, if you are going to buy a house, go out to the electrical panel, and there should be a sticker in there that says this is a non-metallic system. Or it'll say Kitech in big black letters that say KITEC. This is a non-metallic piping system. If in fact you have a sticker in that panel, do further investigation to make sure that that sticker is actually proper. It could be a different kind of plastic system, which are fine.
Right.
In fact, they're really good systems. But
or the house could have been repiped also, and they didn't take the sticker out.
Exactly. You know, the house could have definitely been repiped with a different plumbing material, and the sticker didn't come out. So that's one of the first places to go. You know, our office gets called from time to time for me to go out and perform those inspections to see if Kitech is in these houses.
Right.
And the first place I go is electrical panel. And then Kitech came in 95. It was gone pretty quickly. 6-7 years later, it was gone. So those stickers are going to be pretty old, about 15 years old. The sun beats on those electrical panels pretty heavy, and the stickers have been failing and falling out. So nowadays, it's really not even a good way to check to see if your house has non-metallic piping in it.
Right.
So.
But there's other ways to check.
Oh, yeah. I have some Indian tricks that I'm not going to divulge, because then if I divulge those, then we don't get to go out and check it up for ourselves, which is really not a good idea for a homeowner to take my Indian tricks and go do it themselves. They still may not know what they're looking for and get a false sense of security. So the Kitech piping is really, really bad. And that's nationwide.
Right.
Not just Las Vegas. That's everywhere.
But there's other plastic piping that are really, really good.
Yeah, they're not any problems. They've got a huge warranty on them, and they're not metric in size. And the really interesting thing is you can actually commingle the fittings and the connections between pipings. It's not recommended, but it's allowed. So the repairs are able to be made. Truth be told, if you've got a Kitech system and you get a hole in it or something starts leaking, there's physically no way to fix it. Right. It can't be done.
Right.
So we kind of jumped into this a little prematurely. We didn't even talk about what we're all about. I'm so passionate about people not buying a house with Kitech in it. And if it gets overlooked, it's very, very spendy. Very spendy. And, of course, the real estate agency could be on the hook, and the lender might call the note. I mean, you just don't know. So I'm really passionate about making sure people don't have Kitech.
But that's one of the things that we do is people can call us and we'll go out and see if they have Kitech in their house.
Very true, because in the early days of the lawsuits, and I'm not a big advocate for lawsuits, but this was extremely necessary. People needed to be made whole. You buy a house, it's your largest investment of your life, and then you find out it's got a rotten system in it, gutter mouth, and you've got a problem on your hands, and that's not cool. A lot of people work for their house payment, and they can't afford to
extra $9,000
completely disassemble their house and have to have it repiped.
Right.
The other interesting thing about Kitech is it came two different colors. It came blue and orange, and this is the dumbest thing I'd ever heard. Oh, and incidentally, I will say this out loud. I never liked the system or the pipe when it first came out, and I made that very clear, and I refused to put it in some of the houses we were being asked to put it in. And fortunately, we didn't, so we didn't get sued. I just didn't like it, and I didn't like the fact that you could only run the hot pipe through the hot water through the orange pipe, because it comes orange and blue. Right. That's how it comes. Orange, blue. That blue was obviously cold and orange was obviously hot.
I did not know that.
And you couldn't run the hot water through the blue pipe because the blue pipe wasn't strong enough. So what happens if you had a cross connection or one of your installers actually put a hot pipe using blue? Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't get that memo. Maybe they weren't educated properly. There were just so many variables. I never did like the piping or the joining system, and here we are. I can easily say with a smile on my face, we put very little of it in. We were forced to put it into a few homes, and I was willing to try it. And after we tried it, I said, no more. It's not going to happen anymore. We moved on to a different product. But I went out and looked at a house that was contingent upon the closing of the sale, whether or not it had Kitech in it. Not only did it have Kitech in it, it was all blue. Hot and cold water was all blue. They were getting ready to have a catastrophic failure, and it was coming sooner than later because that blue pipe had been carrying hot water for some time, and it wasn't designed to do that. Had somebody gone in there and turned that water heater up, they'd had a catastrophic failure in that house.
Wow. Yeah,
it was a little bit spooky. So anyway, if you've got any questions about Kitech piping or your plumbing water system at all, give us a call, 702-483-4444. 702-483-4444. We'll gladly field your calls. Right now, we're going to go to our first commercial break. And we're back on this 8th of October, my favorite month. Oh, yeah. Ghoulie, ghoulie, ghoulie.
We're decorating tomorrow night.
I decorate for me. Our house looks more decorated at Halloween than it does Christmas.
Yes. Well, no, I was talking to the kids, the house is more decorated on the outside for Halloween. It's more decorated on the inside because that's my favorite holiday.
Christmas, you can't even walk through a goddamn house.
Right. Right.
You got to.
So I think
you got to turn sideways
in the decoration.
Right. You got to turn sideways and walk sideways through our house when the Christmas decoration. There's still a Christmas decoration been up all freaking year. Jesus. It's pretty though. It's green.
Right.
It looks like you have a weed growing across the living room.
Evergreens and pine cones. I almost said pineapples. I'm
Pineapples?
thinking of the Hawaiian beaches.
Right. That's very nice. Very, very nice. So we were talking in the studio here during the commercial about this, finishing up this Kitech situation. The piping was built in such a way that it was very robust, and I've not seen any Kitech piping failures. It was the fittings that started to fail, and when that happens, obviously you've got to have fittings that connect the pipe to the other pipe in order for a complete system, and the fittings were the problem, and them being metric, nobody else's fittings, no other manufacturer's fittings fit, so you can't fix the system. So barring a nail hole from Uncle Jack, the pipe was in really good shape. We've not pulled any bad Kitech out. It's all been the fittings just crumble in your hand. They're like cigarette ashes. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And it was just a poor decision on Kitech's behalf to buy cheap, and they were brass fittings, but they're cheap brass. The bronze fittings in the Kitech houses they're still working good, but just the brass, they were doing what they call a dezinctification, and poof, we went out and replaced a couple of Kitech, repiped a couple of Kitech houses, and the fittings were just crumbling in our hands. It's a little bit Halloweenish. It's a little bit spooky. Mm-hmm. So anyway, it's gone. However, there are some houses. There's a couple hundred houses I would imagine are still left in Las Vegas that have Kitech, and they're going to be attacked one at a time. And at some point, we will be done with the Kitech discussions altogether because there just simply won't be any. Some front yards have Kitech piping in them for the water service too.
Oh, from the street?
Yes, and it's when we get to go out and dig up your front yard and replace the pipe. Big old mess. Dig up the pipe. Call before you dig. Got to get everybody involved. It's really a fun deal. Go out, dig a big trench, and stick in new pipe. Is your eye going to fall out?
No. I'm fine.
All right. That's very good. You've been messing with your eye for 2 days.
3 days now.
Right. I got a chainsaw in the truck. We can just get whatever's in your eye right out of there.
Yes, dear.
So a little bit about you. You came in 73?
I did.
Came by womb?
By womb. Here in Las Vegas.
I came here.
I'm a native.
I came here in 73 by car.
That makes you old.
Right. That makes me cradle robber.
Yes.
It's all right. I'm good with that. I am very good with that. So when we've got kids?
We have 5 kids.
5 now?
We've had 5
Was it
for
always
the
been
last
5?
17 years.
Oh, all right.
The youngest one is 17. So 17 years ago, we had 5.
You always tell everybody we have 6 kids.
Well, that is very true because you're the biggest one.
Right. And then the dog.
And the dog.
So we have 7 kids.
And the grandkids.
And we got 4 grandkids and a half.
4.5. This Saturday, we can reveal to everybody what our newest grandchild is.
This Saturday is the gender reveal party. Is it a boy or is it a girl?
That's right.
And either way, it's a tiebreaker.
I'm the only one that knows.
You got 2 boys and 2 girls, and this is going to be the tiebreaker. Either way, it doesn't matter how it shakes out.
That's right.
That's very good, very good. So Saturday, we got to go eat sandwiches and find out what the gender is.
Yes. Pink or blue.
Well, if it's blue, then we got another plumber in the family. Actually, with your dumb idea, it could be a girl have another plumber in the family. What is this? I heard somebody saying the other day that you guys are still giving this some thought of all-girl plumbing company.
Yes. All-girl plumbing company.
Oh, hell
Do
no.
you know the advertising benefit we could get from having an all-girl plumbing company?
Do you know that it will be nothing but one big, gigantic cat fight? You can't put 3 women in a room right now and they get along 20 minutes. It's just physically impossible. How the hell are you going to run an all-girl plumbing company? I can't imagine.
They're not all going to be in the same room. They're going to be on calls.
Can you imagine the 28th day? I don't want to be anywhere near that office.
Well, you're not a girl, so you're not going to be welcome.
I wouldn't want to call you guys. Really?
This is going to happen. We're going to
What's it going to be called?
We haven't decided yet, but we're going to open an all
Do you have any ideas what it's going to be called?
Woman
Plumbing Company.
No.
What?
No, we haven't really discussed it, and I don't want to tell anybody.
Mm-hmm. You should call it the Estrogen Plumbing Company.
No.
Because it's going to be the estrogen ocean. Period.
No. We're going to have pink vans. We're going to have bright pink shirts. We're going to have short shorts with tool belts on. Do you know how many people will call us just for that?
One time.
No. Hey, women can be plumbers too.
It's all about your attitude. And you women are very, very catty.
I have a great attitude.
Until you get in the room with 5 other women. And then you're all catty.
We're not going to be in the same room together. They're going to be on calls.
Can you imagine?
So they're not going to be together. You're looking at this all wrong. Look at the benefits of it.
I'm a realist. You got a journeyman woman technician in the van with an apprentice who's also a woman. By the time they get down the street, the fur is flying.
That's not
They're
true.
both going to show up on the job bald.
Women can get along.
When? When is that going to happen? You women out there, go ahead and give us a call right now and tell us if you could handle it in the all-woman plumbing company called Estrogen Plumbing Company.
That's not what it's going to be called. But all you men out there, call in and tell me if you would call for a service call just because some woman's coming to your house. See?
Phone's not ringing. You better dump the idea.
No.
Okay. All right. Very good.
It'll happen.
Okay. Got to be a type A personality like you.
That's fine.
Okay. So you race a car?
We're going to have 2 women owners and then women technicians.
Right.
We have it all set.
Changing the subject, thank God. You race an automobile.
I do race an automobile.
You're racing this Sunday.
Yes, Sunday.
Sunday at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track.
Yes, I am. A 1967 Ford Mustang.
I saw where your stupid brother Larry said that you needed these Hoosier dirt tires for your slow Stang.
Yes.
Right.
I saw that.
Next time we get on Jones together, all he's going to see is taillights.
My little brother thinks everything that's not his is slow.
Okay. We're gonna fix his wagon quick.
Mm-hmm.
Very quick. I hope you're listening, Larry. Very quick.
So yes, we have a race on Sunday, and my car is for Relay for Life, a cancer awareness organization.
This is Cancer Awareness Month.
It is.
Do you know what last month was?
No.
2 guesses? Has to do with football.
No clue.
It was NFL month. You know why?
Why?
Not one NFL player got arrested. It's true story. True story. They made September NFL month because no NFL players got arrested.
That's really sad.
That is sad. That is really sad.
That's why I like racing, because nobody hardly ever gets arrested.
Except Kurt Busch. That was years ago.
My buddy.
Yeah.
He got arrested.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Arizona doesn't take kindly with
100 miles an hour.
Right. They don't like that. Keep it on the track, Sonny.
Yeah.
So he's keeping it on the track now. That's good news.
That's right.
Keep it off the news. Keep himself off the news. So, what's today? What is your National Day today?
There's 3.
3.
Yep.
This is only one day.
I know, but 3 things are national today. National Fluffer Nutter Day.
Fluffer Nutter.
Yes.
Do you want to elaborate maybe? Fluffer Nutter?
It's a sweet marshmallow-like spread that he called marshmallow cream. It was invented in 1917.
Hang on. There.
And there's a recipe for peanut butter and marshmallow cream sandwiches, which is a fluffer nutter.
It's a fluffer nutter. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a pain in the ass to make. And
Why?
You wouldn't know. You don't even know where the kitchen is in our house.
Okay, moving on. The second one is National Pierogi Day.
Pierogi.
Yes.
What the hell's a pierogi?
A dumpling.
Oh. So it's national.
Baked or fried.
Is this all just food?
In butter. No. The last one is American Touch Tag Day. It's a game that most of us played in our childhood. I never did because I have no idea what it is. But Running around and tagging someone.
It doesn't. That's the rules.
Yeah.
You just run around, smack them in the head, and say, "Tag, you're it."
I like that game. I think we should play it.
I think we should play it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going down.
Whatever.
We can go home and smack the dog and say, what are you supposed to say? Tag, you're it.
We can go home and smack the kids.
And the dog.
And the dog. And you.
And you. I strike from behind. You'll never even see me coming.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Keep talking.
So back to the plumbing thing, since you keep getting off track. When are we going to have National Toilet Day?
You know, I'll have to look up when National Toilet Day is.
Why don't you do that in the next commercial break? What else were you supposed to do last break? Oh, we were going to call the plumbing company in Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah, but they're closed.
Who says? It's only 5:30.
It's 5:30 there. They're closed.
If they're 24 hours, they're not closed. They're 24 hours like us. Next commercial break, you need to look them up. We're going to give them a call. We're going to on live TV here.
Radio.
Whatever. We're going to do that. We're going to say, hi, this is Aqua Plumbing in Las Vegas. You're on the radio in Las Vegas. We share the same name. We'll just see where the conversation goes. Can we do that, Lawrence? Our production manager says he can do that. This is good. This is a good thing. I like it. So with that said, how big are we? How big is the company?
We have 12 employees as of right now.
12 to 20, depending on degree of busyness.
Yeah.
We just got a call. To go out and put a new pharmacy in an Albertsons.
Yes, we did.
We did, and there's another one in 2 weeks. So we do new production plumbing too, but we also we had our first experience with a 30-gallon water heater because the new water heater regulations, they have to be bigger now, more insulation. Oh, they've got to make it more efficient. It's got to have more insulation. So now you got a 30-gallon water heater that barely fit under someone's cabinet, won't fit anymore.
Right.
We had to reduce their 30-gallon water heater down to 20.
I bet they weren't very happy.
Well, and it was the only thing that would fit. So it was not a good day for that. So sometimes government regulations are not the best thing because the water heater now that used to did won't fit anymore. It looks like we've got a caller on line, whatever the hell line that is. Her name's Kelly. Hi, Kelly. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Very, very good. Very, very good. Is that my Dracula voice?
Yeah, it is.
Very, very good.
I have two answers for you.
What was the question?
Inhabitable is an adjective.
It's an adjective. Okay.
And
you're right.
National Toilet Day is November 19th.
November. It's coming. National Toilet. Now, is that a Thursday?
It is.
See, we're going to be able to talk about National Toilet Day.
Look
You
at
are.
that.
Very, very good. Very, very good. What about National Urinal Day? Has anybody got an answer for that one?
No.
I can hear Kelly typing. You hear that? Shh, shh, shh. Very, very good. That's really the only Dracula voice. Those are the only words I know.
There's not one in there for Urinal Day.
No Urinal Day?
No.
All right, Kelly. Well, thank you very much for calling.
You're welcome.
You're all right. I don't care what Becky says.
Okay.
You're wonderful.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was actually Kelly from our office. I recognized her voice. She tried to disguise her voice, but her Dracula voice didn't work. I want to suck your blood. That's the other thing I know.
She's on top of it.
She
must be listening while she's working.
It's better to be on top of it than under it, because if she was under her desk, she wouldn't be able to see the computer screen. Just pointing out a mere fact.
That's very true.
So we're going to enter our next commercial break, our second commercial break, and then we're going to talk about some fun things coming up in next weekend. Please stay tuned, and we'll be right back. And we're back. It's better than being front, back. Never mind. So there was some discussion in the studio. You could have a name for your plumbing company, your all-girl plumbing company.
No.
Snakeless Plumbing. I'd call every day. Got a snake yet?
Nope.
Can you come snake my drains? Nope, don't have any snakes.
Don't have a snake.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, some strange humor going on in the studio here. It really is. Really,
From
really
you.
is. I didn't come up with that name.
Okay, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan came up with the name. It wasn't me. So we're going to go for an inspection tomorrow on a habitat house. Rebuilding house.
Yes.
Did Bob over there at Habitat at Rebuilding tell you that they're getting ready to do something as a joint effort? I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Joint effort with who?
Habitat.
No,
Rebuilding
I did
and
not.
Habitat. Yeah, it's going to be. Well, those 6 houses we just finished in Henderson for Habitat, they're getting ready to trim all the trees in the three. I think it's a 3-block radius over there. Everything's going to get trimmed to beautify the neighborhood and get it all cleaned up. And it's a Habitat rebuilding endeavor together.
Oh,
I thought that was really cool.
yeah, that's interesting. Those are both nonprofits that we work for here in town.
Yeah, they're getting ready. Habitat's getting ready to start some houses over in that area. I found out the 6 we just finished. There's going to be 2 more, at each end of the 2 streets. That'll be the first 4.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just waiting for Mr. Robert Holzer to send over some plans, and it'll be rock and roll city over there. We'll be kicking butt, and they have fire sprinklers in them.
Good.
Anything in Henderson's got to have fire sprinkler. We just started a burn repair for Thistle. And it's one house on a street of many houses. It's going to be the only house that has a fire sprinkler system in it.
So only if something happens to the house do you have to rehab it and put fire sprinklers in it?
Well, this house was a full rebuild. I mean, this thing burned so bad, all that was left was the slab. So they completely rebuilt a new house, and when you build a new house in Henderson, guess what? Fire sprinkler.
Has to have fire sprinklers.
Yep, we have to dig up front yard, and we have to put in a larger water line because fire sprinklers, if they are triggered, use a tremendous amount of water. So you got to have adequate water pressure and volume. So we have to dig up. Matter of fact, R&K Concrete's going to go out and hammer up the concrete we need removed tomorrow so we can run that water line and get this thing installed. Get it done. Get her done.
Very good.
So in Henderson, if you're going to build something house-wise, you got to have fire sprinklers.
So keep that in mind if you're going to build a house in Henderson.
Yep, got to have fire sprinklers. So those 4 houses, the 6 houses we just did for Habitat have fire sprinklers.
Right.
And the next 4 will, and the next 4 will, and the next, as long as they keep building houses in Henderson, affectionately known as Hendertucky.
I wonder when the rest of the municipalities are going to jump on board and require it.
I don't know, but I want to become a fireman in about 10 years because there's not going to be anything to do. The houses are going to put themselves out. Self-extinguishing houses. We can just sit around the firehouse and eat bonbons and watch Oprah.
Maybe that's why Shelby wants to be a fireman.
I don't think she has a clue that all houses are going to get fire sprinklers soon.
Probably not. Our youngest daughter, Shelby, that's her goal in life is to be a fireman.
Firewoman.
Firewoman.
Maybe she'll start an all-woman firehouse. That's another. I would never go in that place, ever. All the fire trucks will be pink, really?
Yes.
Pink.
Absolutely. What's wrong with pink?
Pink and blue lights.
No, we can keep red and blue lights.
Oh. All right, then. So you were in the office for a few minutes this week. What other kind of things, what other things did people need done? Do you remember? You remember any phone calls that people needed service and repair, Aqua Plumbing service and repair? Did you get Sarasota Aqua Plumbing phone number like we were talking about?
I did not. I don't listen very well today.
Any day.
So most people don't know what I can't even think of the name of it right now.
Should we move on?
Oh, a mana block system.
Oh,
we
man.
had somebody call in that needed a mana block system, and most people don't even know what that is.
Well, that's very true. I'm glad you brought that up. Mana block system is something very unique in the water piping system in a house that will not be in a building. It won't be in a commercial building. It could be. Nothing wrong with it. But typically they're put in homes, and they've got about a 10, 12-year lifespan. So if you've got a house that's got a mana block system in it that's 15 years old, you definitely need to give us a call, and we need to come out.
Well, why don't you explain to people what they are? Because most people don't even know what they are.
I'm getting to that, man. I'm getting to that. It is actually a water box, if you will, usually in the laundry room or the garage. It has a little door over the top of it. It's gray in color, and it resembles an electrical panel. You open it up, and it's got all of the fixtures listed in it, and all these pipes leave this mana block, MANIBLOC, and it's your water distribution system to each and every one of your fixtures. Therefore, you don't need angle stops and shutoff valves under each of the sinks and toilets because it's in that mana block. The problem is, just like any other part of the plumbing system, it's a maintenanceable item. 10, 12 years is probably the maximum lifespan. Some have gone 15, some have gone 20.
So wait. The water pipe comes into the house from the street.
Correct.
Into this box.
Correct.
And then the box has multiple ports on it with water piping going from the box to each fixture in your house.
Correct. So for a fixture, for a bathroom group per se, you've got a toilet, 2 sinks, 2 lavatories, and a bathtub. You're going to have 5 or 6 cold water lines leaving that box. All of those water lines are going to go over and serve each fixture individually. So you've actually got 6 water pipes going to that bathroom just in the cold.
Right.
And then 5 for the hot, because the toilet doesn't receive hot water. They do make a hot and cold toilet.
Why?
I don't know.
I can understand a bidet, but not a...
You can buy a toilet.
Toilet.
You can buy a toilet that has hot water pipe to it. I would imagine it's to wash your hiney.
I've never seen a toilet that washes your hiney.
We roughed in for 3 of these in a house in Henderson about 3 years ago.
Oh,
And
interesting.
I was walking the house and I was like, why is there hot water stubbed out there where the toilet's going to go someday? And I went out in the garage and the gentleman had purchased his own toilets, and there it was, 3 toilets in the boxes waiting to go. You plumb in the hot and the cold water. Maybe it's a washing feature to wash the bowl, get the skid marks out of the bowl. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't either. Never used the toilets after they were installed. Wouldn't know. It's the
That's probably a good thing.
It's the only occurrence I'd ever seen with hot and cold plumbed in for just the toilet.
I had no idea.
Speaking of toilets, we're going to have a car show in not this weekend, but next.
We are.
We're going to have a chili PHCC, Plumbing, Heating, Cooling Contractors of Nevada, chili cook-off. Last year we won Best Theme and Best Chili.
Yes, we did.
Thank you, Raymond.
And
Go,
Kelly's.
Raymond. Kelly's didn't win.
Yes, it did.
Did it?
Yes.
I'll bet she's just sitting there biting her pencil in half right now.
Probably.
Both
'Cause
of them
you're
won?
giving her, yes, both of them won.
And we won Best Theme.
Yes.
Right on.
We took a sweep last year.
We did take a sweep. It was very good. We got all the trophies.
That's right.
I liked it. So this year we're going to do it in conjunction with a car show.
Yes, we are. And we're having it at Town Center Lounge 2 on Cheyenne and Simmons.
Saturday, 12 to 6.
Yes.
Bring your hot rod. Come down, taste some chili, drink some beers.
Yes.
Don't even have to be a PHCC member.
No, we're welcoming everybody.
That would-be person that comes in that owns a plumbing company that isn't a PHCC member, though, we are going to take them out and roll them in the dirt. We're actually going to put them in the dunk tank.
We're going to make them join.
Right. And we're going to put them in the dunk tank, and we're going to tell them, if we dunk you, you have to join.
I like that.
You know who's going in the dunk tank first.
You?
Yeah. I've already been told.
Well, our thought behind it was all of our apprentices can dunk their instructors, or
Yeah, that's
all
true.
of our employees can dunk their boss. Not me, but
Oh, yeah,
you.
you. Yeah.
No, I'm not going in.
You look pretty good with a wet T-shirt.
No. That's not going to happen.
Okay.
It's too cold for that.
It's 93 degrees.
It's still too cold
It's
for
October, and it's frickin' 93 degrees.
that.
Really?
I know. I am loving life.
This is terrible.
So.
Where's the snow?
Oh,
Did you see the mountain? Did you see the mountain behind the mountain, Charleston?
no.
All white. The peak is all white. We got a serious rainstorm here on Monday.
As long as it stays away, I'm good.
It's very nice. I noticed it today driving west on Trop.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. Wow, damn, look, there's snow. Whoo, it's coming.
So, yes, we're having a big chili cook-off that we're inviting everybody to. Lots of cars.
And speaking of toilets, you want to have, what the hell's that dumb name?
Cornholing.
Cornhole. Instead of a cornhole board, we're going to use
Toilet
bowls. That's a great idea.
Right.
That's a great idea. So we're going to put up tents. We're expecting 50 to 100 cars. We got 10 chilies that are going to compete.
Mm-hmm. We have about 150 people already RSVP'd.
Cold beers.
Hamburgers, hot dogs.
Hamburgers, all provided by the Town Center Lounge, which that's the Casaro's outfit. AA Casaro Construction and AA Casaro Plumbing.
Yes.
They own that bar. They also own the other Town Center out on Sky Point, way out in the northwest.
Yes.
That's not where we're going.
No, that's not where we're going.
We're going
Cheyenne and
right
Simmons.
next to the airport.
Yes.
The North Las Vegas airport.
Yes.
I can just see people driving around the McCarran going, where in the hell? Where is Simmons?
Cheyenne and Simmons.
Cheyenne
It
and
will
Simmons.
be a good time. We always have a good time.
Yes, we do.
About 150 drunk plumbers, if y'all can imagine.
Can imagine the deals get cut in that parking lot.
Right?
It's like when lawyers settle a deal, it's always on the golf course. It's never in the courtroom.
And plumbers are in the parking lot.
Right. So that's a pretty good deal. So we're going to have that car show, 50 to 100 cars, Saturday the 17th, 12 to 6. Everybody's invited. Those of you in Sarasota, Florida, drive on up. Bring the hot rod. Bring the hot rod.
We're going to bring a couple of cars.
We are. We've got a 29 Model A all dressed up in Aqua Plumbing colors. That's very good. We're going to bring your race car.
Yes, we are. And I'm going to raffle off a ride in my race car.
Very good. Very good. I've ridden in your race car. It's really fun. It was really scary getting in.
And you lived?
It was really scary getting in, but after that, it was okay.
I'm a very good driver.
Yes, you are. I was very impressed.
Thank you.
Very impressed. I've been in it more than once.
Yeah. So I'm going to raffle off a ride in my race car for whoever would like one.
Right on. Very good. And then we don't race for like 3 weeks, but hey.
Right.
But we are racing this weekend, Sunday.
Yes.
9 to 3.
God knows when.
Yeah,
Last
9
was
to
5.
God knows when. 5 o'clock. We got home at 5:30. We got home in time for the Broncos game. That's all I cared about.
That's right.
Who the Broncos play this week?
I have no idea.
Well, anybody wants to, they can call us at 483-4444, area code 702-483-4444, and tell us who the Broncos play this. Oh, I know who the Broncos play. Never mind. Don't call. Oakland.
Oh, well, that's an easy win.
Easy peasy. We're done. We don't even have to come. We don't have to show up for that game.
You're right.
Oakland's going down. Nick, I hope you're listening. Nick Verzi, I hope you're listening. It is Oakland going down day. They actually won 2 games this year.
They did.
In a row.
I know.
Can you believe that?
Honestly, the Broncos aren't looking too great. So
They seem to be picking up speed, though. They're picking up, yeah. They actually scored a touchdown on the offense actually scored a touchdown this game.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! So with that said, we're going to enter our 3rd commercial break for the hour. We'll be on for 10 more minutes after this. Please stay tuned, and then you can go have an Obama conference when we're done. Woohoo! We're back. We are back. Show number 9. Oh yeah. 10 more minutes. You have to put up with us, all our listeners. All our viewers have to put up with us for 10 more minutes. They can just click.
All right.
Be done.
We're done.
Mm-hmm. I was talking to Sean at Atlantis. He needs to maybe change his cell phone company because he gets halfway through a podcast, he says, and I'm laughing my ass off, and then you're gone. I said, really? And he goes, yeah, you're gone. We're getting ready to start that job. There's a scuba school that's going in down on Serve Pro Henderson is on what street down there? Anyway, Kevin down there at Serve Pro Henderson.
Warm Springs and
BFE.
BFE. Mm-hmm.
They're actually putting an indoor swimming pool in one of those big gigantic warehouses. It's going to be a scuba school, and we have to do the bathroom plumbing and whatnot. And Sean at Atlantis Pools, is getting ready to actually install that swimming pool. We're waiting on the Hendertucky Plans Check Division to turn the plans loose, so that's a project we're going to have to go do here shortly.
That's a neat new company in Henderson.
Yeah, we will definitely be taking pictures of that project. Here's our plumbing with this big 12, 14-foot hole in the middle of the building.
Right.
That ought to be pretty cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're really excited about that. And then, again, we'll know today if we got the pharmacy, bathroom, and pharmacy in the Albert. They're not actually adding a pharmacy. They're taking it out of the center of the store and put it on the edge of the store. I think they booted Eyeglass World or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So we got to go. We've got to do some plumbing for that pharmacy. You know, if you've got a pharmacy, you've got to have plumbing.
Right.
Got to have a hand sink. Got to wash your grubby little hands
before you touch people's medicine.
Before you touch their pills, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're adding a bathroom, so you can go in and have an Obama convention while you're at work. That's good. That's always good.
That's always good.
And then the other 2 bathrooms in the pharmacy, we got to take them out. Should be a lot of fun. I love that kind of work. The guys love that. They just get to go in there and kill things.
Yeah, that's night work.
And that's night work. So
they don't necessarily like that part of it.
Well, they like the parking aspect of it. Not a lot of people there. They're not going to be hardly any shoppers, if any. I don't know if they're going to close this Albertsons for a couple weeks. At night.
Right.
So it's going to be hard to tell. Hard to say.
Interesting.
Yep. So if anybody, again, back to the Manablock thing, if anybody has a Manablock and That would be the little gray box behind a door, either in the laundry room or the garage wall. Usually the laundry room.
The bedroom closet.
If it's a little condo or something, yeah, it could be in the bedroom closet. Hard to say where they would pop up, but it'll be a little cabinet door you open, and looks like an electrical panel, but it's for water piping. If that thing is 15 years old, please do not turn off the handles for each individual faucet fixture, because faucet handle inside that mana block, because it will start to leak, and the mana blocks are not repairable. We have to replace them. That's insanitary and irreparable. That must be an adjective. Irreparable is an adjective.
It is.
So it's really important that you maintain your plumbing system like you would your automobile. Very important. Very, very important. You have to maintain your plumbing system. People don't know how. That's why we're here. We'll gladly come out for free and show everybody how their system works. If they have any questions, we can answer them. And with that said, we can fix anything that we find that might be a problem or cause a peril. The other thing is we probably should talk about, since we're on the subject of water piping, when you go on a vacation for, any more than 2, maybe 3 days to a week and a half, 2 weeks, you should turn the water off to your house. We just walked a flood not too long ago. The doctor, nice big beautiful home, the house flooded while they were out of town. This is like a 4,500 square foot house, and it flooded, and there is no drywall for the first 3 feet from the concrete up. All the flooring had to come out. Everything, carpet, pad, wood floor, everything gone. All the toilets had to come up. Kitchen cabinets were all gone. One little flood. It turns out it was the little pipe going to the bottom of the toilet tank, feeding the toilet tank. Ruptured while they were gone.
And just kept running and running and running.
When that happens, there's nobody there to monitor what's going on. You're in Tahiti or whatever, and the neighbors suddenly see water coming out of your front door, and their exact knee-jerk reaction is, that can't be good.
No. That cannot be good.
I've heard of watering the plants when someone's gone, but that's ridiculous. So it can happen, and it's really important that if you're going to leave town and leave your house for more than 2-3 days, interrupt the water. Turn the water off. Find the valve. Have Aqua Plumbing come out, show you where the valve is, how to properly use it. We will also make sure that doesn't interrupt your irrigation, because if you interrupt your irrigation in July when you're on vacation, all your grass and things die, and that's not good. But typically, if you turn the water off to your house from in your house, you don't want to turn it off at the street. Turn it off in the house, in the garage, or in the dirt just outside of the house, wherever it's at. You will not have a flood in your house, and that is a good day. When you get home and there's no flood in your house, that's a good day.
Yeah, you don't want to come home from vacation and have your house flooded.
No, you do not. No. Or you walk in and the carpet's squish, 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 and you go to wash your hands and there's no water because the neighbors figured out what happened, and then you got to figure out what happened, and now you got to call your insurance company. And
it was bad enough coming home from work to our house flooded.
Yeah.
I can't imagine coming home from vacation.
We were only gone 6, 7, 8 hours and came home, and there was 2 inches of water in our house. The washing machine decided to fill itself. Right. It wasn't even a plumbing issue. It was an appliance issue. Mm-hmm. The washing machine decided to fill itself and continue to fill. That washing machine was thirsty that day. Holy hell. Came home, opened the door, all the water flowed out on my shoes, and I thought it was the water heater. Big deal.
It was a bad day.
It was the whole house. So then you got to remodel the whole house.
I did.
That
was a good day.
Now we got to, yeah. The day after was like, oh, the light just came on. I know what we're going to do now. Woohoo! Mm-hmm. But not a lot of people are skilled like you and I, and they've got to hire all that done, and it's expensive, and the insurance company got to get involved, and it's never any fun to come home to a flooded house.
That's right.
You come home, your dog's floating across the floor. Doesn't know what's going on. They think they're in Louisiana. So
it's South Carolina.
It's South Carolina this week, that's for sure.
South Carolina this week.
So please call Aqua Plumbing at 702-642-8400 or Google Aqua Plumbing. You can send us by hitting the contact button. You can send us a request. We will come out and take care of all of your plumbing needs. Thank you all for listening, and we will see you. You will hear us I hate it when radio personalities say, see you next week. You will hear us next week if you tune in 2 o'clock Pacific time next Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you.